Jeremiah, known as the weeping prophet, is remembered not only for his tears, but also for the profound and painful reality of his life and mission. Born during a time of crisis and decline in Judah, his calling as a prophet did not come with promises of glory or acceptance, but with a heavy burden, to warn his people of the imminent destruction that would come as a consequence of their disobedience and departure from God. From the beginning, Jeremiah knew that his path would be filled with suffering, a calling to which he was reluctant, as he was aware of the rejection and persecution he would face. Jeremiah 1 verses 5 to 10 reveals how God knew him and set him apart before he was born, and even in his youth, commissioned him to be a solitary voice in the midst of a nation that did not want to listen. Jeremiah not only had to endure the rejection of his message, but also suffered betrayal and torture personally. He was harassed not only by religious and political leaders, but also by those he loved and considered friends. In Jeremiah 20 verse 10, his deep anguish and vulnerability are reflected. I hear many whispering, terror on every side. Denounce him. Let's denounce him. All my friends are waiting for me to slip. This personal persecution was not merely an external conflict. Jeremiah also struggled internally with his own pain and the weight of the divine message he had to deliver, knowing that his words would fall on deaf ears and that his own suffering was inevitable. One of the most heartbreaking experiences was when he was thrown into a muddy cistern, left there to die. Jeremiah 38 verse 6. This act not only shows the cruelty of his opponents, but also symbolizes the depth of his isolation and despair. Jeremiah cries out to God from that pit, a physical place that mirrors his emotional and spiritual state, submerged in despair, struggling to maintain hope in the midst of darkness. Yet, even in that abyss, Jeremiah never stopped clinging to his faith and mission, demonstrating resilience that could only come from unbreakable trust in God. What many do not know is that Jeremiah's persecution was not only for his message, but also for his way of life. God commanded him not to marry or have children, Jeremiah 16 verses 1 to 2, a mandate that further set him apart from his community and left him in even deeper solitude. This divine decision was a reflection of the impending catastrophe looming over Judah, a life without hope of continuity or family joy, which became a living symbol of the coming judgment. Each act of Jeremiah's obedience was, in itself, a visual prophecy of his people's fate, a constant reminder that time was running out and the opportunity for repentance was swiftly fading. Despite the hardships of his life, Jeremiah also experienced moments of divine comfort. God did not abandon him in his pain. Instead, he became his strength and fortitude amid adversity. In Jeremiah 15 verses 20 to 21, God promises to protect him and deliver him from the wicked, affirming that although they would fight against him, they would not prevail. This divine support was what sustained Jeremiah when his mission seemed futile and his suffering insurmountable. Every tear he shed was gathered by a God who understood him and accompanied him every step of his painful journey. Jeremiah's story is one of resilience and faithfulness in the midst of persecution and torture. It is a reminder that, although the prophet's path is fraught with difficulties, his value lies in his willingness to obey God above all else. Jeremiah is more than a weeping prophet. He is a living testimony that pain, when intertwined with the divine mission, can become a powerful tool for transformation and judgment. His life, a blend of tears and conviction, challenges us to consider what we are willing to endure for the sake of truth and faithfulness to God. If this video has inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. And of course, share your experiences in the comments. Together, we can build a strong and positive community. Thank you for joining us on this journey of growth and transformation. See you in the next video.